Okay, in this video we're checking out the iFlight HL5 and HL7 V2 frames. So I did a review on the HL5 and HL7 version 1 frames in a previous video a fairly good time ago, probably 2.5, maybe 3 months ago. They made basically a few minor updates to the frames, and I'm going to show you what those are compared to the old frames. Essentially they're lighter than the originals. The biggest change is going to be the arms. Now, I would encourage you to watch the original review videos for the HL5 and HL7 because they're largely the same. So I'm not going to go over every detail. If you want more details, consult those two videos. I'll put those in the description as well as a card in the corner. I'm just going to go over the differences. Obviously, I think in terms of the carbon and everything, top plate, bottom plate, 2mm. 5mm arms on the 7-inch version and 4mm arms on the 5-inch version, and the camera side plate is 3mm thick on both of these. I made one modification here for the camera, the Gopro Mount area here. There's this little extra carbon piece that didn't exist on the version 1, and I think the shape is a little bit squished further back. For the version 2 on the camera cage, it's a little bit more forward on the version 1, and the width here for the camera mounting is for a full-size camera. That is the same as before. Now the biggest change here is the arms. So before they had the arms were separated, so you'd have 4 individual arms, and then you'd have these extra pieces here in the center that would hold the arms together. So the easiest way to show you is on the 7-inch versions. I have both of them here. The other 5-inch version I've already built out, and so you're not going to be able to see those changes. It's going to be kind of hard to see. That's going to be easier if I show them from the bottom. So on the version 1 here, there's these 4 extra screws, and on the other side there are some press fit nuts that hold this part of the arm on because they're individual arms. And yes, those are the press fit nuts right there. And then there's an extra carbon piece right here that sandwiches the arms to the bottom plate as well. All of those are now gone. So in the version 2, you just have the 4 screws that goes into the 4 stamps, or that's the same as before, but the 4 in the middle here are now gone, as well as on top here you don't have that extra plate or those press fit nuts there. Those are gone. So you're missing all that here from the front side and the back side, and that's because the arm is not individual anymore. There's one boomerang arm in the back here and one in the front. So obviously the disadvantage is if you break one arm here, you're going to have to replace the whole piece, front or back, not just the one arm. But the advantage is that you have a reduction in weight. And I'll show you what the weight differences here in a second. Obviously, another difference you see here is I got the sticker kit for the HL7 V2. I'm pretty sure the sticker kit will probably work on the V1 if you guys are sure someone's going to ask me about that. Obviously these differences here, you're going to have to probably modify the stickers to fit the version 1 frame, because the stickers are made for the version 2 frame. As you can see, it covers both pretty much all surfaces, top and bottom surfaces of the arms and the top and bottom plates. So yeah, and also on the sides of the camera, just not on the insides of the camera cage here. So that's the sticker kit's very well cut as well. It's very precisely cut. There's no issues with installing it. It just takes a little bit of time to line up everything. This requires a little bit of patience, but it's quite of a busy pattern. I'm pretty sure there's some other designs they have. I'm not sure this would be my first choice. This is just the one that they happen to send along. Now one more other difference here on the end of the arm is they now have gotten rid of this little extra piece right here with this extra slot. That's gone here, and then also the little slot right here is no longer on the version 2 arms. So I'm not sure what that was. May have been for some zip ties or something. I think they elected to just make that a little bit thicker, this part here, to give it a little more strength and get rid of the little slot there. So that's another difference in the arms. And just to show you the difference in the camera cages, it's going to be kind of hard to tell, but yeah, it looks like the camera cage in the version 1 is a little bit more forward than the one on the version 2, just by probably a few millimeters. It's a little bit squished back. Now I'm not sure if more props are going to show in view on the HD footage or not. It's still about this 30-degree camera angle on the the 5-inch version I built, I didn't get any props of you in the GoPro footage, that at least for what I flew. And it's going to show you the 5-inch version here, just to show you the carbon. I believe they've maybe have upgraded the source that they're getting the carbon from. It's supposed to be a little bit stronger so than what was on the version 1. I really, by just kind of bending it and stuff, I really can't tell the difference, but that's what they're saying. Of course, the same, whatever process they're using to cut the carbon is very nice. Chamfered edges, of course, as always. Very clean. Everything was, there's no carbon dust or anything like that, like you would find in a lot of frames, so no complaints on the carbon. I do have the sticker kit for the 5-inch as well, but I didn't put it on because I wanted to show you the cut as well on this carbon. It looks pretty much as good or better than on the version 1. Okay, so last I'm going to show you the weight reduction here from the version 2 to version 1, and this is just a bare frame without any TPU parts. 144 grams, and then you add this little back piece here that's going to be on the version 1, 148 grams. And then this is the weight of the version 1. It has a TPU part, and it's coming in at about 160 grams. So about 12 grams of weight reduction by getting rid of those extra screws and press fit nuts and that extra little carbon plate. That's essentially the main difference between the two versions. So you just get a little bit of weight reduction on the version 2 frame. Now, of course, minimal additional weight here from the stickers. I'm not 100% sure how much that's going to be. Maybe a couple of grams. I mean, that's not super thick stickers or anything like that, so gram or 2 for the stickers in terms of the difference there. Okay, so now the weight of the 5-inch version 2, and we're coming in at 114 grams. If you look back at the version 1 video, I believe the 5-inch bare frame weighed 130 grams. So again, lighter on this side for the HL5 version 2 versus the version 1. Anyway, that's going to do it for this look at the HL5, HL7 version 2 frames. I already did a build on the version 1 HL5, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do a build on a 7-inch HL7 here, version 2, with some new motors that iFlight-RC sent me, the new Zing XING motors. I think they sent me some 2207 1800 kV motors. I'm going to do a 7-inch build and fly it on 4S in our upcoming videos, so stay tuned for this frame. It'll be built out into a 7-inch, some sort of a long-range cruiser type of HD video aerial footage type of model. So if you're interested in that kind of video and that kind of build, I'll be building this one out in a future video. Anyway guys, if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.